I'm a professional flyboarder, and I'm guessing a lot of you just kind of tilted your head and went, what? So let me explain to you what this is. The flyboard is basically a water-powered jetpack that you strap onto your feet in the bindings, which then is connected to a 60-foot fireman's hose, which runs down and connects to a 180-degree elbow that you snap onto the back of a jet ski after you take off everything other than the propulsion unit. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, who in the world is crazy enough to do this, and why would they even think about strapping this crazy contraption on their feet? Well, I do because it's probably the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. So, me and my dad, we saw a video of this online, and being the adrenaline junkies we are, we had to try it. I mean, how could you not? Come on, look at it. It's awesome, it's not even hooked up to anything. So we Google it, find out the place is 15 minutes away from our house, so basically we're there in 5 minutes. So during the demo, the person training me kind of sees how I got to it, understood the main concept of it, took a liking to me, and offers me a job as a trainer. So I go from someone who trains people on a weekly basis how to do this to someone who's competing in a World Cup in under a year. So at the competition, you're mainly based on 4 things: your height, your style, confidence, and your tricks. And what's kind of amazing about the sport is last year's competition, there was a handful of people doing backflips. And in this competition, everyone from the top 8 up were doing double backflips. So it's incredible how fast the sport develops and changes. I mean, you never have time to have an off season, because if you do, you're going to fall extremely behind, and it's going to take a while to catch up. Look at the picture. It kind of makes you think, okay, you need to be a super athlete, super fit, but so who in this room thinks that? Okay, well, you're wrong. The amazing thing about the flyboard is if you can stand up and walk, you can flyboard. Yes, having a good leg strength and a good core strength with some balance helps. So if you're a yogi, it's probably made for you. And being an adrenaline junkie definitely helps, but it's not required. So at the competition, it's amazing. The energy is incredible. It's not what you think. It's not, you're my competitor, I don't like you, I'm not going to talk to you. No, the community is not extremely large yet because it's so new. Everyone is, we're a family. We're just there to have a great time, do what we love, and compete at the same time. Now, the road to the competition for me wasn't exactly easy for a couple reasons. I met some obstacles like, I'm probably the most accident-prone person you'll ever meet in your life. The second I get better from one injury, there comes another, and I'm back down again for a couple weeks. Another is, for a while before the competition, I didn't get a lot of criticism on what I was doing wrong, so I spent a lot of time practicing the wrong thing, making it a bad habit, and so it was a little bit harder to learn how to do stuff right after that. And the last one is breaking equipment. I swear if I break another hose at work, people, they're going to start calling me the shredder. It's pretty bad. Even with all the obstacles, I still managed to make it to the competition, and I placed 11th out of 72 after a small mechanical error, but that taught me a very valuable lesson. Always check your equipment before you go out and fly, because stuff can happen, and, it just does. Even though that happened to me, I'm extremely happy I got a chance to go do that, because it was probably the most fun thing I've ever done. I learned so much, and now next year, I know that there's not going to be anything in my way stopping me from winning. So if y'all want to stick with me for about 2 more minutes, I got a video I'd like to show y'all, and during the video, I'm going to try and talk through it and explain how to do basic maneuvers and some tricks. Okay, so right here, I'm only about 10 feet over the water, 15 max. You can't really tell because it's a little bit zoomed in too far. And just that is the most incredible feeling in the world. You feel like you can do anything. You feel like you're on top of the world, and it's incredible. So as you can see, I started off with a backflip for my first trick, and to do a backflip, you need to make a hard left turn around the jet ski, and so to do that, you need to take your right leg, lift really hard up on it, and lean to the left. And as you go around the jet ski, you're going around fast. The whole procedure happens in about 2 seconds. And when you get around the jet ski, that's when you put your jet straight down and just throw your head straight back and hope you don't hit your face on the hose, because that feels like a concrete pole. So that's not fun to run into. Dives, really simple. A lot of fun, though. All you do, lean forward, kick your feet above your head, and hope you don't land wrong and do a front flip underwater. So right there, the whole time I'm up there, I'm pretty much running this jet ski at full throttle with about 8,000 RPM. And when you're doing that, the slightest movement rockets you into any direction that you make it. So it's a little bit harder to control when you got that much power, but to be able to do this kind of stuff and rocket yourself like that, you need the power. And it just makes it a lot more fun to fly at full throttle. So this was the second run of the competition I competed in, and it was 2 minutes long total. I had about 2 minutes to fly. They started with a buzzer, and it ended with a buzzer. And what I like to do is I have a waterproof case for my phone, so I put music in my ears while I fly. That's incredible because it makes it really hard not to dance along. Most videos, I'm usually dancing. So there's a lot of different ways to do a backflip. It's different for everybody. One way is to do the S turn, like you might have saw earlier, and the other way is to do the circle. And that's flyboarding. Thank you all.